Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Sherry here, aka Diamond Art Addiction. Since I fell asleep last night and I was unable to film today's video last night, I've got to film this morning. So I don't have time to do a worded intro, so you get rainbow, Sherry. Yay! Today's topic is going to be a little bit sensitive for Timeout Thursday. So if you could be triggered by talking about anxiety or depression, I don't recommend watching today's video. Please do not watch today's video near little human ears or put headphones in. Okay, let's get into today's video. This was inspired by a Vibe Tribe member. You know who you are. Many blessings. Okay, let's go. Let's get into the video.
Okay, since Rainbow Sherry was in a little bit of a rush, I forgot to say, don't forget, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would stick around and join the Vibe Tribe family. If you like today's video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, as it lets me know I am on the right track for creating content for y'all. Don't forget to hit that little button, or that little bell. The bell, not the button, the bell. You want to be notified when my videos upload. If not, that's fine. That's your story, not mine. If you do want to be notified when my videos go up, make sure you hit that little bell for notifications, as I do upload daily, or I try to. Okay, now we can get into today's video. Love you guys. Hashtag Vibe Tribe.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. For me, it is good morning because it's about 8:30 in the morning for me. Now, as I had stated in my intro, I was supposed to film this last night. Excuse me, you guys. I'm sorry. I think I have picked up my son's cold. My son has been home all week, super sick. So I think that's why I passed out last night and did not film today's video. Oopsie. You know what? Hashtag life happens. I am a mom, and that comes first and foremost. I don't think I need to explain that to anybody. You all get it. You all know what my children mean to me. So let me bring this down a bit so you can see. I am working on Gemini from Diamond Art Club. I am going to be hammering at this painting for the next couple days, the best that I can. Before I get into the topic for Timeout Thursday today, I'm just going to let you all know I do have family coming for the weekend, as it is Father's Day weekend. So my mom and dad are coming to stay with us for the weekend as my boys go to spend the weekend with their father. Makes sense, right? Yep, I think so. As where I live now is my hometown. It's where I grew up. It was where I was raised. So my parents only live 45 minutes away. It's nice when they're able to come and visit. Last night when I was in Tia's live, I will link her channel down below in the description box. Definitely go check her and her son Justin out. Oh, my Lanta, they make me laugh. They make me laugh. But I was in her live last night, and I know that her father had just passed away not that long ago. And I found out not that long ago that my dad has he's got COPD, and it's pretty bad. So we don't know how much time my dad has left. According to my father, not very much. So I am going to take as much time as I can to spend with my father. So I am more than likely not going to be uploading any videos this weekend. I am going to pre-film. I will not be uploading tomorrow, being Friday, and I will not be uploading on Saturday, as, like I said, I have to go to the doctor tomorrow and go take care of some personal business very important. And then I have to get ready for my family to come visit. So I will not be uploading. I'm going to try. I'm not going to make any promises. I will keep you updated in my Instagram and on my Facebook group. So if you were not in either the Facebook group or on my Instagram, you're not going to know whether I'm going to upload or not. I will be uploading Storytime Sunday, as I will pre-film Storytime Sunday later on today, as I very much look forward to Storytime Sunday. So I may maybe throw in a live this weekend. We'll see how things go, but I'm not going to make any promises. I know I do upload daily, but life happens and family first. All right, now that I got that out of the way, we can discuss Timeout Thursday. So Timeout Thursday today, as you've seen by the title, is called Facing Your Shadow Self. What does that mean? Well, let's get into what that means. Shadow self. We all have a side to ourselves that we don't want anyone else to see. We all have it. Every single person has a shadow self, as I truly believe nobody that lives on this planet is perfect. We all have flaws. We all have wrinkles. C'est la vie. It is what it is. Now, shadow self. Shadow self is that darker side of ourselves that we don't want to face. Nobody wants to admit that they have flaws. We all have super flaws. Sometimes our shadow self, or the darker side of ourselves, can take over within us. And we start to beat ourselves up over it when we don't feel like we are perfect. And it's unfortunate in today's society. Wow, do my diamonds look crooked? Squirrel! Come on, it wouldn't be a Sherry video if I didn't squirrel at least 10 times. Got to be used to those squirrels now. I'm even using my chip diamond painting pen from Diamond Painting by Doni. I love my chip pen. I cannot wait for my goodies to come from KK's Unique Diamond Pens. Okay, back to the topic. No more squirrels. Let's keep this on track as much as possible. So we all have that shadow self that we will use. We take a mask and we cover it up, because in today's world, we all feel like we need to portray a certain persona, let's say. You know, everyone's got to be happy and everyone's got to be in this cookie cutter existence. And if we're not happy and we're not perfect at every single minute of every single day, guess what? We start to get depressed and we start to beat ourselves up, because we don't want anyone to see our imperfections. We don't want anyone to see that maybe we're just not okay right now. And I don't blame any set generation. I don't say, oh, well, it's because of this generation's fault. They were told not. No. Yes, I will agree that in some generations, they were told by their parents or grandparents or whatnot, however have you, that you don't talk about negative things. You don't act like anything's wrong. You push it down, you put it down into the very pit of your stomach, and you put a smile on your face like everything is a-okay. And that, I believe, is where the shadow self can overtake you, and you start to fall into a depression. You get anxiety. Like, I struggle with absolute severe anxiety. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my shadow self, because I cannot speak for anybody else. Now, this video was inspired by a Vibe Tribe member. I will not say who it is. I will not even give an inkling as to who it is, but I am talking with, I do private message, email with quite a few of the Vibe Tribe family members. And I'm like, you know what? I know what it's like to be in that dark, dark place. I know what it's like to feel like you're in an abyss and you are falling and there is no bottom and you don't know when you're going to hit bottom. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're spiraling out of control and your thoughts take over. And that's where shadow self can come in. So I come on here and what you guys see is what you get. This is who I am. I sit there and I joke and I laugh and I'll poke fun at myself with my squirrels and everything else. That's just who I am. Any one of my friends or family who watch my videos, they will tell you, wow, where have you been? Like, where has this Sherry been? Because I've missed her. My sister says it all the time when I talk to her. I cannot wait for her and my brother-in-law to move here. Oh, my sister going to be here soon. They're going to be here in a couple weeks, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So a few months ago, and for quite a few months, my shadow self had very much taken over within me. And I was in a very dark place. Like January and February of this year was probably some of the worst months that I've had in the past few years. You know, like I started my healing journey May of 2009. This May marked 10 years of being on my healing journey. But just because I'm on a healing journey does not mean that my shadow self or my darker side does not take over. And when I talk about shadow self or darker side, am I speaking from a witch's perspective? Maybe. We all have that dark side. You cannot have light without dark. But anyway, I'm going to try and stay on topic here. Squirrel. Come on, Chip. We can do this. Let's do this. We can stay on topic. So January and February of this year, my shadow self had taken over. And I was in a very, very dark place. Just like just before we moved here in end of 2017, going into 2018. Again, I was in a very, very dark place. And very dark thoughts took over within me. And to the point where I was literally trying to find ways to disappear, where no one would be able to find my body and I would just be a missing persons, you know, and that's what I mean by the shadow self taking over. That's how dark some of these thoughts can get within my mind. So if any of you can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of you can, I know a lot of you can because I am speaking with a few of you who are in a dark place. And that's why I am discussing this today, because I want you to know you're not alone. And what I'm talking about, again, is a taboo topic. People don't talk about this, but it is what it is. I'm going to bring it on the table. Call a spade a spade. Let's lay the moose out on the table and to say, you know what? We all have dark thoughts. We all try to hide that darker side of ourselves. So I'm not going to talk about 2017, 2018. We'll talk about that another day. I'm going to talk about where I was just before I decided to start this channel and start speaking my truths. My entire life, I have been a people pleaser. I've been a yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir person. I would always just blow smoke up people's asses and say what I thought they wanted to hear, because I wanted people to be happy. I wanted to make everything okay. I didn't want to say, no, I don't want to do that, or no, I don't want to go there, or no, I don't want to have company today. I would always just do what I thought everybody else wanted. And it got to the point in January of this year when my back, like I hurt my back in November, which I've talked about. Like my back's been bad since 99 when I got smoked by that car crossing the street. And I've put it out numerous times over the past 20 years to the point when I heard it in November this year, that was the last and final time. I know I talked about what my ex-best friend Mary did to me, about blasting me all over social media instead of being an adult and facing me. And then I know I've discussed what happened with my job a little bit and how I actually got hurt at work, like re-injured my back at work, and everybody decided to lie because I was covering for my boss. And then when I decided to be like, no, I'm done covering for everybody, I'm done lying for other people to make other people happy, they all decided to lie and put me into financial ruin because I struggled to get some kind of income into this home. I struggled to get a disability. It's really hard. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in Canada, it's tough. It's not easy. It took me, because my last day of work was January, and I didn't get any form of unemployment or disability until March. So we went end of March. We went January, February, March with no income in this home. I was selling things left, right, and center, going through whatever savings I had, because me and my husband are both on, he's been on disabilities for 14 years since his car accident. And, you know, it was tough. And I blamed myself. I was blaming myself for my family suffering and going without. So instead of talking about it and stating how I felt, I let my shadow self take over. And I'm going to try and not get emotional. You all know I'm an emotional person. I'm a sensey bunny. And what I mean by sensey bunny is I'm very sensitive. I'm very sensitive. And I'm willing to admit my faults now. So February was the brutalest, and that is when my shadow self was at its worst. And then my 40th birthday happened in March. I am a Pisces, which means I am a water sign. I'm very fluidy. I'm very, you know, most Pisceans, you know, like with the Pisces, we're like a Gemini. Have you ever seen the Pisces sign where it's two fishes? Okay, and the Gemini, like what I'm working on, you see there's two arms, there's two. With Pisces, there are two sides to us. We either have a backbone and we're willing to say what's on our mind and be assholes about it, or we're people pleasers and we want to make everybody happy. So there are two sides to us, big time. We are the most emotional sign in the zodiac, so it's awesome being a Pisces. Actually, I love being a Pisces, to be honest. So if you are a Pisces, I love yous. I love yous. I know what you go through. If you're a Gemini, I know what you go through. If you've got two sides to you, I know what you go through. It's tough. It's brutal. It is what it is. So March comes around and I turned 40. And all of a sudden, I don't know what happened in me, but it was like something snapped inside of my head, because I was going to get through my 40th birthday And then I was just going to go take myself out. I was just going to disappear in the area that I live. There's lots of mountains and places that you can just disappear. And ain't no one going to find you. It is what it is. I'm calling a spade, and I'm being honest. Yeah, I was. And that is my shadow self. Now, am I saying everybody has that dark of a shadow self? No. No, I'm not saying everybody has that dark of a shadow self. This is my shadow self, and this is my story. If you can't relate to this and you find this to be a trigger, I will not apologize. This is my channel. If you want to dislike this video, please go right ahead. You had to watch at least 20 minutes of it to get to the point where I said, go ahead and dislike it. It don't bother me. Words, dislikes are not going to faze me. You still had to watch 20 minutes of this video to get to this. If you disliked it in the beginning, oh, well, thank you very much. You still had to come to my channel to dislike it. I appreciate it. I already know that I am not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But it took me 40 years to get here. 40 years of wanting to be here. 40 years of... Okay, I'm going to set that tray aside. And we are going to move on to... We're going to move on to L. Oh, 975. I have multiple trays that I try to set up before my video, so I'm not sitting there doing this and getting all distracted and squirrel. It is what it is. So if you feel alone and your shadow self is starting to take over, please reach out. My email, my Instagram, my Facebook is always linked down below in the description box. You're not alone. There are people that care and understand. As I mentioned earlier, I am chatting with quite a few of my Vibe Tribe family members, and I know a lot of you are suffering right now. Please, please know. And if you think this video is you were the inspiration, maybe you were. Maybe you were. And I didn't tell you, or I have already told you you were the inspiration for today's video. I just want people to know that they're not alone. They're not alone. And there is... Oh, my cat sees a bird. Squirrel! Pandora! You see a birdie? You see a birdie? She's looking at me like, yeah, let me outside. That ain't happening. Sorry, princess. My cats are indoor cats. Okay, back to topic now. Come on, Chip. We're doing so good. We're doing so good. So what did I do to bring myself and basically tell my shadow self to shut the F up? I don't know. I think it was finally just accepting myself for who I am. I had to accept myself for my faults, and I can list a few of my faults right here, right now. I am very emotional. I am super sensitive. I can have a lot of self-doubt. I have severe impulse control issues, aka I have a huge Diamond Art Club stash. I have impulse control issues, people. I admit it. Admit your faults, accept them for what they are, and just learn how to work with them. Who cares if you don't fit into that cookie cutter stupid existence that some people in this world think they need to be in? I talked about the person on Facebook showing her children having Gucci and Louis Vuitton backpacks and having to show that on Facebook. Like, why? Why do you need to announce to the world? Like, it's no, if you want to sit there and say that my ass is jealous, I don't want no Gucci or Louis Vuitton backpack. I am not a brand name person. Do I like good quality? Yes. When it comes to diamond paintings, yes. But I'm not going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. To each their own. I am not judging, but the person that had put this on Facebook, and I don't give a shit if you're watching this. I don't give a shit. I don't care who watches this. You don't need to be perfect every minute of every waking day. It gets old really quick, and it becomes very, very fake. Especially when you know people are talking shit behind other people's backs because they say it to you. And then all of a sudden, you hear, it all comes out. The truth always comes out. So if said person is watching this, Sherry, shut up. Don't feed the monster. No, I'm going to say the truth. You betrayed me. You effed me over. And you know what? Thank you. Thank you very much for screwing me over, because you made me realize who I don't ever want to be. I don't ever want to be like you. I don't ever want to cross paths with you again. Same with Mary, one of my ex-best friends, who I'm pretty sure is watching my shit, as people have told me. And you know what, Mary? Thank you very much for blasting me on social media and betraying me for a second time. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you made me realize exactly who I don't want to be like. I don't ever want to be like that. You will never hear me blast people on this channel. You will never see me blast anyone on Facebook. You will never see me ever call anyone out or any of that, because you know what? I don't need to do that. I don't need to draw the negativity out. And is this a little bit negative right now? Yeah, because maybe I still got some shit on my chest that I need to get out too. And that's the thing, is people don't get stuff out. They don't talk. They keep it buried deep within. And then the dark side comes out. The dark side takes over within your head, within your mind, within your body, within your spirit. And it's like a toxin. It's a pollutant. That negativity, dark crap is a pollutant. And I don't care if you're male. I don't care if you're female. I don't care if you're tall, short, fat, skinny, whatever. We all have it. Every single person has that shadow self. And the moment that you can admit your faults and just accept yourself for who you are, like I did on my 40th birthday. Like I said, I don't know what happened in me within that time frame. And then all of a sudden I started speaking my truths. And all of a sudden I started being honest with myself. You can say whatever you want in a video. You can say what you want on social media. You can lie through your ever-loving teeth. But until you admit your truths within yourself, you're only lying to yourself, and your shadow self is going to eventually pollute you and take you over. And that's where self-medicating comes in, aka, hi, my name is Sherry and I am a recovering addict. I acknowledge the dark side of myself. I respect the dark side of myself. 1 second, folks, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Mr. Addiction had come up the stairs. He wanted to grab our cat to kill the bug. I know, interesting. I'm a no-kill zone, but hey, whatevs. You do you. You do you, honey boo-boo. I'm going to do me, sweet pea. So I wasn't gone for very long, so I know exactly where we were. We were talking about don't let your shadow self take you over and pollute your mind, body, and soul. Since I have started speaking my truth and being honest within myself, life has gotten so much better. I mean, if you would have told me back in December I would be on YouTube and I would have 350 subscribers, I would have looked at you and I would have laughed you right out of the space. And yeah, okay. I have a friend who has agoraphobia, and I've known this person for many years. She has extreme severe anxiety, agoraphobia. I've been friends with her for many years. I actually used to use drugs with her, and she's been cleaner for longer than I have. And I'm so proud of her because she's doing really good. She is actually an inspiration to me as she is now getting out of the house. I was diagnosed not that long ago with early onset agoraphobia. I don't like to leave my house. I have severe panic attacks when I do. I feel like the walls are closing in around me. It takes me days to prepare myself just to go. Like tomorrow I have to go to the doctor. Very, very important that I do. It takes me days just to prepare myself to leave the house so I don't have a panic attack. I suffer in severe pain, so I have to take very strong pain medication, but I acknowledge that I have addictive tendencies, and I refuse to feed the monsters. I have taken all measures to make sure that my addictive tendencies don't take over, to the point that I only get a week's worth of medication at a time, and it is bubble packed. Yes, you heard that right. I get my medication bubble packed so I don't have to stress. I know exactly what I'm taking. Anyone can look at any time. It's called I'm keeping myself accountable. I'm keeping myself, oh, come on, work with me here. Work to the spot. Yay. Sorry, squirrel. I think that's what, 4 squirrels I've done so far. We're doing pretty good for being what, maybe a little over half an hour into the video. It's not gonna be a super long video today. I just wanted to let said people know you're not alone. If you have addictive tendencies and you're aware of it, awesome. If you're in a very dark place right now and you have very dark thoughts, just admit your faults. Put that shadow self to sleep. You cannot make your shadow self go away. It is a part of who you are. Just take the mask off. Be honest with yourself. Take things one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. Reach out and ask for help. It's okay to want help. It's okay to need help. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay. And it's something that I had to learn to say, that it's okay. Sorry, my stomach is really upset right now. I'm not feeling good. If you're hearing the kind of growly noises, that's my stomach rolling right now. And like I said, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. All I know, I could end up in the hospital. I don't let on. That's another one of my faults, is I don't take care of myself. I don't want to admit my weaknesses, and I have to. Like, I need to go get glasses. That's a definite must. My eyes get very tired and very weak, and I know I'm squirreling here. But again, this is just admitting my faults. If you can relate to this video, you don't need to comment down below. I'm not going to ask you to say anything down in the comments. You don't need to comment. You can reach out to me privately. It may take me, I will answer you back. I don't live on my phone. If I'm on my phone and you message me, I'll answer you right away. If I don't answer you right away, I will. That is another thing. That is another one of my faults. I am horrible at answering back right away or answering my phone. I very much like to cancel plans, even because I have the best intentions with said plans. I have the best intentions, but again, I have a shadow self, and that is one of my faults. I'm very much a procrastinator, and I leave things to the very bitter end. When Mrs. Coffee was talking in her video not that long ago about being a germaphobe and bugs, I can totally relate. I can totally relate. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, if you watch this video, I can relate, because when you were talking about the bed bugs, I'm like, oh, I started itching. And then my biggest fear is head lice. Oh, look, my skin is crawling. I got goosies just thinking about it. Yuck. My children got head lice once, and I'm telling you guys, like, I have longer. At the time, I had long hair. It was down. I was to the point I was going to shave my hair off. I had literally used that lice treatment I don't know how many times. I literally entirely bleached my house. I had to do 2 homes, my house and my parents' house, because we were house sitting at the time. And ever since that head lice fiasco, I have not been the same. Every time my head itches, I think I have lice. Like, I do not like creepy crawlers, especially anywhere near me. My house is clean. If my house is not clean, I flip out and I go through the roof. You can ask Mr. Addiction or any one of my family members what my bug issue is. I'm severely allergic to bees. I have to carry an EpiPen everywhere I go. Sorry, I know I'm totally squirreling because I'm getting to the end of the video. I really want to go watch one of my YouTubers premieres, like one of my favorite YouTubers premieres. So, and I know she's doing that, and I don't want to cut myself short. But now that I've talked about bugs, okay, change the subject, Murphy. So, you know who you are. I had already told you that you were the inspiration for my video today, but I do know a lot other people can relate to today's video. I am only a message away, like I was saying earlier before I squirrel. I will answer you back. Even just comment, please read message, as I do get YouTube notifications. I have Facebook and Instagram notifications turned off on my phone, or otherwise sometimes my phone just spams me with notifications and it gets really annoying. I would never get any diamond painting done if I stayed on my phone all day. So just, I will answer you back. Please, please, please know that it is okay to not be okay. It is okay to feel broken. Acknowledge it and try to find a solution. Admit your truths deep down. You can lie to yourself. You can put on this persona on Facebook or Instagram. You can be any one of those things at any given time. But you're only fooling yourself, and the universe, the goddess, God, whatever it is, we all know there is something a lot more powerful in this universe than just us. We would be stupid and naive to think that we are the top of it all, because we're not. So if you put on this persona and you are covering up your shadow self, eventually that is going to poison you and your soul, and the darkness will take over. I have seen it happen so many times with other people and with myself. So on that note, we are going to end today's video after I get that yucky diamond out. I need tweezers. I don't like the way that diamond looks. Okay, squirrel. I'm just going to go like this and do my goodbye. Oh, hey, you guys, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to upload Friday and Saturday. We have family coming for Father's Day weekend. So I will upload Sunday, guaranteed for sure, for Storytime Sunday. I will try to upload on the other days. If not, I am only a message away. I am always there with my vibe tribe in spirit. You guys mean so much to me, as you've just heard from me talk today. I was in a very dark place. No, I am not in that dark place anymore, thanks to doing what I'm doing here. Am I saying start a channel? It's going to help to make your shadow self go away? Maybe, maybe not. You got to find what works for you. This and doing diamond painting and YouTube is what's worked for me, and getting my truths out into the world. So on that note, I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you. I love reading your comments. I will answer you back. I always do. Usually I'm a day behind, but hey, that's fine. I will get to you. I hope you guys have a wonderful Father's Day weekend, whether you are a father of children or you are a father of fur babies. A father is a father. A soul is a soul. You have fur babies. You are a father to a soul. You're a father. Happy Father's Day to all my single mamas out there. I know what it's like to be a single parent. It is not easy. So on that note, I wish you guys all much love, light, and blessings. Stay positive, live blessed, and until the next time, bye.